Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
A standoff in a Moorhead neighborhood appears to have come to an end. It's been going on for hours, starting at 9 this morning after a report of a domestic disturbance at a home off of 5th Street South in Moorhead. Now, the video you are seeing on your screen right now is a man being arrested, which was sent to us by a neighbor.
Police say a woman was able to get out of the house early on, leaving the man inside with a gun. Valley News Team's Bailey Hurley joins us now with the very latest. Bailey?
Mike, Andrea, just moments ago, after 9 hours of a standoff with police, the Clay County Sheriff's Department, and the SWAT team, it is all done now. Police just told us that 35-year-old Blake Carl Fitzgerald, who lived at 1423 5th Street South, was just arrested. As you can see in that video that we got from that neighbor, he is in that red sweatshirt. Police say that he was, police finally put in some gas into his house using the robot, and that's what finally, after 4 flash bombs went off earlier today, after the robot raided into their house, after the drone raided into his house, that gas was what finally put Fitzgerald over the end and made him surrender to police. Now, police say that it'll take them about 30 to 45 more minutes to clean up from this 9-hour-long standoff. So residents will be let back into their homes and their neighborhoods soon. Just continue to be a little bit patient while they clean up, continue their investigation, especially on 5th Street South. Reporting live in South Moorhead, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
All right, thank you, Bailey. Early on today, Concordia College sent a campus-wide email warning everyone about the situation.
There's new information tonight out of Barnes County as investigators search for answers a week after 2 bodies were found. Last Monday, deputies responded to 2 separate incidents, both involving unattended deaths. The first was reported near the Steele County-Barnes County line. The second reported a short time later near a cemetery south of Sanborn, North Dakota. Investigators tell us they're still trying to identify the man found dead near the Steele County line. They also tell us there is no threat to the public.
Students at Hillsborough High School say they are concerned because one of their peers is making knives in the school's shop class. So they reached out to our whistleblower hotline. And
as Valley News Team's Maddie Gelseth found out, the school superintendent says it's okay that the student is forging blades because it's part of class. She joins us live in the studio with more on what she found out today. Maddie?
Mike, Andrea, the Hillsborough Public Schools student handbook says, quote, possession of a weapon is a Tier 3 offense, which is automatically referred to the principal. But the superintendent of Hillsborough Public Schools says the student who's forging knives during the agricultural mechanics class is supported by the school class because it's part of the class's curriculum. In my hands is a syllabus for this welding class, which says nothing about forging knives being part of the curriculum. It states that the students are allowed to make things like benches, not knives. Superintendent Paula Suda told me these knives the student is making in class aren't considered a weapon because they aren't being used in a dangerous way. So I asked her if this means that just anybody can have a knife in school property if it isn't being used in a dangerous way. And she said that is not correct. Mike?
All right, thanks, Maddie. We did reach out to the student who is making the knives. He says he's just linking people to the past and doesn't want to concern his classmates. Now, this story was brought to us through our whistleblower hotline. If there's an issue in your community you'd like us to look into, call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
We haven't seen a lot of sun the past few days, but rain keeps coming and going. Sounds like we could see more of it tonight. Hutch, what do we have in store?
Well, the radar is showing southeast North Dakota right now under the area of some rain shower activity, and it's a little heavier just off to the west of the FM area, although we are getting some sprinkles here in town. Out by Castleton and Tower City, likely some heavier showers pushing into northern parts of Clay and Barnes County right now. More extending down towards Aberdeen. Temperatures range from chilly 30s in Jamestown and Bemidji to the mid-40s here in the central Red River Valley. A good chance of spotty, very light showers of rain tonight. Just a trace to a few 100ths for most of us. Looks like it will stay dry up in Grand Forks. More rain in your Wednesday forecast, but this rain a little more intense. I'll have details about that here in a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch.
A jury has found a former Minneapolis police officer guilty of shooting and killing an unarmed woman minutes after she called 911. He was charged with murder and manslaughter in the 2017 death of Justine Damon, who had called 911 to report a possible sexual assault behind her home. Mohammed Noor testified that he shot Damon after he heard a bang on his squad car, saw his partner was scared, then saw Damon at his partner's window raising her arm. Prosecutors say Noor acted unreasonably and the shooting wasn't justified.
What was believed to be a startling scene at Fargo Cass Public Health has turned into a misunderstanding.
The facility went into lockdown yesterday after a suspicious envelope was brought inside with a sticky note reading "Test for anthrax." The woman who brought in the envelope has been cleared and says the situation was blown out of proportion.
Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer joins us now with more on this woman's story and what police found in their investigation. Melanie?
Andrea, Mike, this woman tells us a whisper quickly turned into a roar Monday afternoon at Fargo Cass Public Health. She tells us she came in to drop off lab results, as she says she was told to do by a staff member there. She says she gave the paperwork to an employee and asked them if they could give that envelope to the person in charge. After that, she says she walked out of the facility and went home, not knowing her face was going to be plastered all across social media. After seeing her picture on the Fargo Police Department's Facebook page, officers say this woman quickly contacted them to give her story. Detectives were able to quickly establish this woman was not a threat and did not intend to alarm the staff at the clinic. Through an investigation, police confirmed the sticky note on the paper was part of lab work done in a different facility. Now, this woman is telling us she's upset the situation escalated so quickly because she says there was nothing suspicious about the envelope. We reached out to Fargo Cass Public Health on what sounded the alarm with this paperwork. They directed us to the Fargo Police Department since they're the ones investigating the case. But Fargo Police sent us over to the Fargo Fire Department. An official over there tells us they have response protocols when there's substances deemed questionable. They add they've even responded to a situation that ended up to be powdered sugar from a donut. However, they tell us whenever they get a call like this, they act on it quickly. Andrea?
All right, thank you, Melanie. Fargo Fire and Public Health had the envelope sent to Bismarck for testing, which showed it did not contain anything other than paperwork.
There's another disturbing story tonight of dog abuse from the Red Lake Reservation in Minnesota. Red Lake Rosie's Rescue posted on Facebook this morning saying they've received reports of a dog that was stabbed and then run over on purpose 10 days ago. The rescue says the dog allegedly scratched a child and that prompted the abuse. This comes after the group also reported a puppy was found skinned along the side of a road. Tonight, we're going to have more on this case of animal abuse. It's coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 10.